Right guys, it's time we talked about the never-ending stream of boat wankers floating over the channel. As you know, the media's banging on about Ukraine and refugees like it's the only story in the world when we know it's not. This is something the government doesn't mind them banging on about, let me tell you. Now, thankfully, the Times has actually pointed out the fact that nearly 4,000 have arrived already this year, which, for the comparison, last year took until like the start of June to hit that obscene number. Of course, we know it should be zero, but this government loves its migrants regardless of how they get here, and they certainly don't mind spending £5 million a day of your money to house the 30,000 who arrived last year. As I covered a week or so ago, they only mind you finding out about it, which is the reason why they lied to parliamentary committees and all of this, saying it was like 1 million when in fact it was like 4.7. Well, you can be sure that number is well out of date now, and it's probably more like 10 or 15, because if 3,000 more have come that they know about, then there's probably 10,000 more that they haven't even bothered telling us about. I mean, here you got the Times saying channel migrants arriving at 3 times last year's rate. I bet it's more like 10 times last year's rate, because the ones they pick up is not all of them, as you bloody know. Almost 4,000 migrants have crossed the channel this year, 3 times the number that arrived by this time last year. A total of 861 attempted the crossing yesterday as smugglers took advantage of the warm weather and calm seas and the fact that the Border Force just bloody picks them up. It goes on, Border Force and the RNLI intercepted or rescued 394 people in 11 boats, nearing this year's daily record of 405, set on the 15th of March. So what they mean there is the Border Force taxi service went over and picked up a bunch of illegal immigrants, which only increases the amount coming because they know they're all going to get picked up halfway or even closer than that. But there you can see a daily bloody record of 405 is set in March, so we can literally expect like 1,000 to arrive a day coming anytime soon, probably after April or May. As soon as we get a bit of good weather, you're going to see thousands of these lot coming over here, and the media's not going to bother talking about it, and nor is anyone else, because they're all going to be loving what's going on over in bloody Russia, or should I say Ukraine. Now yes, pretty piss poor Patel has said she's going to do all this offshore processing and all of that bollocks there, but let's be honest, it's going to cost us an absolute fortune and shouldn't be done. They should just be sent straight back bloody home, no fucks given. Now, yes, sending them offshore and all of that is going to be a lot better than letting them come here, but at the end of the day, we shouldn't be dealing with any of it. They should be sent back to France or back to whatever fucking country that they actually come from.
Where